Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. OMG, you're actually hearing my voice for the first time in a makeup video. Ugh. Oh my god! I mean, I have spoken in videos before. I have actually made videos for my college courses that I have been in the past. I was extra and would have some of my friends videotape me when I did presentations. And I would also have to post videos on my YouTube for another class. It was like a video class. It was actually online, so I guess that's why he wanted us to video ourselves for that. I think. Anyway, today I am reviewing the new Colourpop foundation. It's this little beauty right here. It is a cat! And I'm also reviewing the No Filter Sheer Powder, the No Filter Setting Powder, and the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I've never used this. I know a lot of beauty gurus on YouTube like this. I have never tried it. I'm in the color Light 10. If you can... It's backwards, it's fine. Yeah, so I already did my eyes and eyebrows off camera. So if you are interested in wanting to see how the Colourpop No Filter Foundation wears on my face and throughout the day, then keep on watching. And don't forget, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay, so I am going to pin my hair back. You know, fun fact, I was actually recording, you know, the intro, and I realized that I didn't hit play on my phone. So I literally had foundation on, like, spotted on my face, and I realized that I wasn't recording. So I had to start over. Please help me. Okay, so I'm going to prime my face. I had already washed my face and moisturized, did all that biz, and I'm going to prime with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This little beauty right here. And I'm just gonna do one pump. That was little, just because I had already primed my face prior to this. And this stuff is expensive, yo. I just really don't want to be wasting it, and it's expensive. So let's get to the foundation. Here it is. It is super cute. It is glass. It's kind of luxurious a little bit, and it has a pump. Yay! Don't mind the little anyway. So I am in the color Light 45, and it does look light on me. I literally just guessed my color on the website. So let's just see how it is on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna do one pump for now and then build. So as you can see, it runny. So I am going to use the beauty blender on one side of my face and then use a brush on the other side of my face and see how it does. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and I still have a little bit left, so I'll probably use the rest of that on my neck. And I'm gonna be using my Beauty Blender by Morphe. This is my favorite. It has a slant to it, and then it has like the body of like the regular Beauty Blender. And I really like using the slant on this side, or to buff onto my face. Girl. So it blends out really pretty. Blends out really easily. Oh, honey. This light. And I'm not like forcing it on my face. I'm just gently patting. second. So, wow. So here's the side, and then here's nothing on my face, and this is the foundation. It looks good. I mean, just looking up close, it looks pretty dang good. With just one layer and one pump, a little goes a long way on me, and wow. That actually, I still have a little bit on my hand, so I'm just gonna, I don't even think I need to add more because it already looks really pretty. I guess I'll just put it down my neck so it can be even. Wow, it looks flawless with the Beauty Blender. It honestly looks very pretty. Like, I don't think I need another layer because it's full. It's like a high medium. I wouldn't say it's full because I can still see a little redness, and it honestly looks very pretty. I think it looks really pretty. So I am actually gonna do one pump on the other side of my face with a brush, and the brush I'm gonna be using is going to be my Sigma Angle Kabuki, and it's the F84. See if you can see that there. I don't know if you can, but yeah, I'm gonna be using this brush on this side of my face. I'm just gonna do one pump and do the same thing, just spread it. I don't like putting my brush directly into the foundation. I feel like I don't like that very much. So on my nose. Okay. So here we go. I'm actually gonna bring up the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. So a little streaky. Kind of just even everything out a little bit. A little streaky at first, but once you actually start to build it or just start working it into your skin, it'll eventually blend out. So my first thought, okay, it's a little funky looking on my forehead. It looks a little cakey. I don't know if you can see this right here. It looks a little cakey. Wow, this is like light on me, which is okay. It's okay. I knew that it was gonna be light. Holy crap. I don't like how it applied with the brush. I'm kind of pushing it into my hairline, so it became a little cakey, like right here in this area. I don't know if you can tell. It became a little cakey and kind of clung to my little dry, like it kind of just clung to my forehead. So a brush is a no for me on this. I mean, it covered my blemish. There's still a little bit of redness peeking through, but it covered it. Like it looked like it looked like it calmed it with covering it. Hopefully that makes sense. Honestly though, I actually like, I mean, yeah, the Beauty Blender makes it look a little bit better because this side is the Beauty Blender. I honestly feel like it made it look more airbrushed, and then on this side of my face, it made it look a little cakey. And that was just one pump. I didn't add any extra foundation. I just used one pump. I'm just gonna go back with the Beauty Blender just to make it look a little bit better. All the way around. And that was just one pump. Okay, with the Beauty Blender, it made it look a little bit better. So looking at myself, it honestly looks very pretty. I mean, I like the Beauty Blender side. I mean, I don't know if you can tell that if it's catching on my camera. This side looks a little bit dry, while this side looks a little bit more natural looking, not as dry. I do have to say that this foundation is a satin matte finish, and I have combination oily skin, so I do have some parts that are a little dry. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't think I need more coverage. I honestly think it looks really pretty. So I'm not gonna add any more. I'm kind of scared to add more because I don't want it to make it look heavy. So yeah, I don't know if this came with, it didn't came with a top, which is weird. I guess because it already closes, like you have this little, like it's kind of snaps a little to close it. So that was kind of weird because usually some foundations have a cap and I don't think this one does. So yeah, so let's go actually let's try the concealer, and I'm in the color 110. So okay, if this happens to you, if you get a color that is too light for you, don't freak out. You can always add another foundation that's a little bit darker and mix it, or you can kind of bronze your face just a little to make it kind of even. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna even it out with some bronzer, and hopefully maybe this foundation will oxidize just a little bit so it can look like my shade, but we'll just see. And I was actually scared to, I wasn't too sure if this concealer was my color or not, or if it was gonna be bright enough. So let's put this on my face and I can stop talking. And let's see how this goes. So overall, the packaging for the concealer is super cute. It's nice and sleek and white and silver, which pretty. So it has a little paddle brush application to put. And I'm going to start putting this on my eyes. I feel like concealer is like my favorite part to put on my face. Oh my God, that's a lot. And I thought using that's a little much. I thought that using the Shape Tape concealer by Tarte was a lot. Holy crap. I actually had to kind of take off a little bit because of how much I was putting. So I'm gonna just do how much I have on the rest of, oh my God. This is a lot. Okay, Colourpop, I see you. So using my Beauty Blender, I am going to start on my chin. Highlight the important parts of your face. So blending it out, very creamy, very easy. It's actually like a really good color. So looking at it, it looks very pretty. So I'm gonna start with my forehead, and what I do, I don't usually start on my eyes first. I actually let it sit a little bit, so to add more coverage, because once you let it dry a little bit, it can add a little bit more coverage. Not that I need coverage, but also I did realize while using the foundation, one pump goes a very long way. So I feel like if you don't think one pump will go a very long way, because I was just on half of my face, I do think that you can do like a pump and a half for it to go all over your face. I honestly just did one pump on each side. Also, I'm starting on my eyes, under my eyes. Wow. It's very creamy. It doesn't feel mattifying. It doesn't feel like it's mattifying my under eyes, but we'll see once we God, my face is so textured. I wish I had celebrity skin. It's okay. It is very full coverage. But I like me some full coverage. Also, when I blend, I go back and forth because it evens it out, and then I go under to blend everything out. It honestly covered my acne. It looks a little gray. I didn't put any color corrector on, so, but I just wanted to see what it could do on its own, and it covered it. So yeah, this is what the concealer looks like. I know I look psycho, but once everything is on my face, once I add all the powders and everything, it'll look better. So, in my opinion of the concealer, it's pretty blendable, and I think I like it. It covered my under eyes. I have very bad allergies, so usually my eyes are puffy, and it took away all of that. It doesn't feel I don't feel cakey. I feel like I can barely feel it on my skin. It looks really pretty on my forehead. And yeah, I honestly think the Beauty Blender just evens everything out rather than using a brush. Because I don't know, when I use the foundation with a brush, it kind of scared me a little bit. So I'm going to bake under my eyes, living in this Texas weather. So here is the No Filter setting powder in translucent. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. It's kind of small. There is 0.300 ounces, so 0.3 ounces. I'm bad at math. It has little holes where you can dump out the powder. And the powder itself looks a little yellow, which is okay. It's not like my RCMA powder, it's like pure white. But it has a little color in it, which is fine. So I'm going to tap out just a lot. And then I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to place it under my eyes. It doesn't have a smell, which is nice. It's not like the air spun powder that smells like a fancy old lady. So just gonna let this sit for a little bit and see what happens. Actually, let's compare the powder, the No Filter Sheer Press Powder. I got the shade Light. The packaging on this is really cute. So here's what the powder looks like. I'm actually gonna compare it to the MAC, to one of my MAC powders. It's the Studio Care Blend, and to see like how they compare. I kind of feel like MAC is a little bit bigger. And then, yeah, MAC is a little bigger than the Colourpop one, which, by the way, the MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder is my favorite. So what I do when I wait for my powder to bake under my eyes, I don't really wait that long. I just kind of, I'm using my Sephora featherweight powder, and I'm just gonna tap it into the powder. And now that I'm doing this, there's no fallout. So I don't know if you could tell, but I'm just tapping it in and there's really nothing there that's falling out. So I'm gonna start on my neck and then pat it into my skin. I honestly feel after I did my concealer that the foundation already set. So I feel like you don't need a powder to set, but it is hot in Texas, so I do need to set my face, and I do have kind of combination oily skin, so I do set. My face is so textured. Oh my god. So as I'm doing this, I honestly feel like I have nothing on my face. It feels like I don't have too much on since I did just do a one pump. But looking up close, I'm poreless. And it feels very, like I can feel it on my face, but I don't feel cakey. Sorry, don't mind me. But around my nose, I mean, everything's fine. I was just kind of concerned that it clung to my forehead, but I feel good. Like, it doesn't feel bad at all. Yeah, I am going to do my bronzer and blush and highlight. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I just did a little bit of bronzing, blush, and highlight. So let's talk about it. Looking at the camera, my face looks very textured, and it doesn't look smooth, but when I look at the mirror, it looks beautiful. It's weird. I guess like with the camera, it's gonna accentuate everything, and I don't have the best skin. But honestly though, in the mirror, it looks like I have a decent amount of makeup on. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, it looks very smooth. When I am just, you know, just sitting here, kind of just thinking about how it is, I don't really feel it on me. Sorry, I'm looking at a mirror. I'm not trying to like not look at y'all because y'all are beautiful. I think it looks good. Just on the camera, it kind of bothers me a little bit because everything looks patchy and blotchy, but I promise in real life it doesn't look like that. But it honestly looks very pretty. I think it looks very pretty. One pump though goes a very long way. It has high medium. I wouldn't say this has full coverage because I know full coverage. I've tried the Marc Jacobs foundation and that is full coverage. I think it also looks a little textured and kind of just like on, like there's not really a lot, like there's no glow or anything. I think it was also the primer that I used. So I still want to play with this. I think it was the primer because it's a mattifying primer. I feel like if I use like the Too Faced Hangover Primer, I feel like if I use that, it'll look a little bit better. But I feel like if this does go, if I do go outside and my oils kind of shine through a little bit, I think it will look I think it will look better. Sorry, I keep looking at my face because I'm honestly just, I'm trying not to hate on it, and I'm just trying to put my honest review because I don't want to be like, oh my god, it's so great, or like this is like crap. I don't want to do that. I want to be completely honest how it is because my skin is not the best. I know I don't have great skin, especially since I've been so stressed out. My face is just crazy, but I do think it's a good color. In person, it looks like a good color. It is a little light, that's okay. I know once I lose my suntan, it'll probably be my good color. But overall, the powder was very smooth. I've only used this once, so I can't really say like, oh, this is better than the RCMA powder. I can't say that yet because I haven't really played around with this yet. The concealer, it was very watery. It wasn't thick like the Tarte Shape Tape. So this took me by surprise. I'm actually surprised that this had a lot of coverage. The No Filter Sheer Press Powder, I honestly think that it really didn't do much. I mean, it says sheer, so it really didn't give me extra coverage. I really don't think I need the extra coverage since the foundation was already medium to full. But yeah, I don't think it looks kicky after everything I've done. I think it looks smooth and poreless. I think it looks very pretty. So if you made it this far, congratulations. I'm a mess. And hopefully this will give you an idea if you want to buy this or not. But I still got to see how it wears throughout the day. And yeah, so I'll keep wearing this and see how I like it. So if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please turn on the little bell notification so you will know whenever I post videos. I'm not a very frequent video poster. I have a crazy life. I have a very busy life, crazy life, stressful life, and I will post as much as I can. You can follow me on Instagram and I'll have the little name right here if you want. But yeah, so thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.